Today, I'm going to share 22 of the best frugal living habits that you can start ASAP. Number 1, love yourself. What does a proper relationship with yourself have to do with savings? Well, the happier you are as a person and the more you acknowledge yourself and give yourself the respect you deserve, the less you'll need material to make you happy, resulting in less money being spent. Unfortunately, many people use material items to help lift up their spirits when sometimes just experiencing a moment of sadness is all that's needed to feel better. Number 2, only buy what you need. The line between wants and needs often gets obscured, which results in spending more money than necessary. It's not so much that we don't understand what we need and want, but that we avoid admitting that want is indeed a want. The best thing to do in these tough situations is to try to understand why it is that you want an item so badly. Oftentimes, it's just a way to substitute for something that's missing, and finding out what that is can help you save money and feel happier in life. Number 3, invite friends over instead of going out. Going out is expensive, and it's not what it used to be, especially if you want to save money. You can easily have just as much fun, if not more fun, having get-togethers at your home or your friend's home. For example, my partner and I like to have pizza parties or Korean barbecue parties where we usually bring wine and some ingredients and our friends supply the rest. We then play board games or console games, and it's given us some of the best memories we've ever had, all without having to spend more than $30 for 7 people. Number 4, check for free shipping and free returns. Online shopping is everywhere these days, and it's likely more common that people buy online than in stores now. However, many products may come with a hefty shipping tag and often poor shipping rates. In fact, it's sometimes normal to spend as much for the item on shipping costs, doubling the price. Number 5, use meat as a side. A quick Google search will tell you that you shouldn't eat more than 70 grams of red meat per day. According to the BBC, that's half a large burger patty or 1/3 of an 8-ounce steak. A good goal to aim for is to reduce your meat portion to 3 times a week and focus more on vegetable protein substitutes and just more vegetables in general. Not only is this good for your health, but you'll save tons of money since meat has become extremely expensive with no signs of slowing down. Number 6, bring breakfast, lunch, and snacks to work. You're at work for typically 8 hours, and having lunch is definitely not enough to keep you satiated during that time. So, if you're not eating breakfast at home, bring breakfast, lunch, and snacks to make sure that you're avoiding any meals that are taken out. Number 7, don't shop at busy times. This is especially the case for grocery stores. I speak for myself that there's nothing worse than having a bunch of people in front and behind me when I'm shopping and trying to make sure I'm getting the best deal for things. Avoiding these busy times allows me to take my time, make sure I'm buying the best prices for the items on my list, and not feel stressed and pressured into making suboptimal choices, ultimately saving me money. Number 8, pay off your debt. If there's any time to get rid of debt, it's now. Interest rates are skyrocketing as the governments are battling inflation, and that means any loan you need to pay back is increasing. Coming up with a debt repayment plan is essential and will help you feel way richer. One of the most popular ways to pay off debt is the debt snowball method. If you want a more in-depth video of the best ways to pay off debt, then get this video to 300 likes. Number 9, sell stuff you don't want. The benefits of this are threefold. Firstly, you can declutter your home of things you aren't even going to use. Secondly, you can make some extra money selling those items through online marketplaces like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. And thirdly, you can make someone's day by selling a unique piece for a discounted price. Number 10, audit your subscriptions. To audit your subscriptions, go through all the subscriptions you have and write down all the details about them. Their price, the amount of time you've had it, and the types of subscription it is, like movie network, music streaming, etc. Once you have this, make a rating system from 1 to 5, where 1 is something you don't need, 5 being almost necessary. Then, rate each subscription you own. Any 1s or 2s should be totally removed, and if you want to take it a step further, get rid of all the 3s too. It's very likely you'll free up some cash from this. Number 11, eat leftovers. There are some foods that just don't work as leftovers, even after it's heated up. To help you avoid wasting any leftovers, focus on foods that you find totally edible and almost as good the next day heated up. Some great examples of this are things like chilies, stews, and soups, which I find taste better the next day. Be sure to keep watching because there's a lot more to soups, stews, and chilies than their awesome flavor, fresh or as leftovers. Number 12, avoid lifestyle creep. Just because you get a raise doesn't mean you need to spend more. This really boils down to how strict your frugal living lifestyle is. But if you find yourself living comfortably with your current income, then why do you need to spend more if you have more? Number 13, learn to be patient. There's a reason why they say patience is a virtue. It's because it takes a lot of time to learn, but it's extremely useful in all areas of your life, especially for finances. For example, when I wanted to buy my new computer, instead of buying all the parts immediately, I waited until each part was close to the lowest price in its history. Even though it took me several months, I ended up saving between $150 to $200. Number 14, shop with a list. Most of the time, it's about grocery lists, but in this case, it's about general things in your home. For instance, let's say that your tablecloth is starting to look really run down and can't be fixed. Write it on a little notepad on your phone. What this does is it allows you to be prepared anytime you go out to replace the items you need instead of having to go out because you forgot what you needed to replace. Number 15, meal plan. You can only save when you meal plan. It'll specify your grocery list, save you time on shopping and cooking, and make your meals tastier and less stressful, leaving you and your family happy and your wallets full. Number 16, shop clearance on websites. Clearance sections are awesome in the store, but they can be a total disaster. The great thing about online clearance is that you can filter what items you want exactly. For example, if you want to buy a winter jacket now that spring is here, you can set filters for your size, your gender, specific pricing, and even brands. This allows you to avoid the huge mess of typical clearance sections while saving money. Number 17, cook more soups, chilies, and stews. Not only are soups, chilies, and stews great leftovers, but they're also extremely easy and inexpensive to make. For instance, you can make a very hearty vegetarian chili with dried or canned beans and lentils to get you the necessary nutritional content the average person needs in a day. You can also make a hearty soup with pasta or rice as well as meat from a roast chicken that you bought at Costco the day before. Number 18, stock up on sales. This tip is usually applied to food sales, but it can be applied to anything that you use often. For example, if you see conditioner or toothpaste on sale, you can buy more than one since you know you'll be using it again. Another option is to buy clothes in the off-season. For example, if summer is about to end, it's a great time to get those running shoes you've always wanted for a discounted price. Number 19, learn. You can never go wrong with learning, as it'll help you entertain yourself, usually through videos or books, which are cheap or free. You'll feel better about yourself, and you can learn new skills that can help you make more, and it's really just fun. Number 20, maintain your things. It seems trivial, but it goes a long way. You can seriously increase the longevity of things like your furnace by taking 30 seconds to change your furnace filter every 3 months. $20 a year for an extra 5 years on a furnace is better than having to pay $10,000 for a replacement when you least want to replace it. Number 21, watch YouTube. YouTube has turned into a fantastic video library where you can watch videos on anything without having to spend a single penny. You can watch videos to learn new skills like DIY, and you can watch videos for entertainment. There are tons of amazing music videos and more. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to Investors Weekly if you want to learn more about personal finances. It helps us out a lot. Number 22, have a custom uniform. Whether you want to wear the same color of clothes, the same style like a button-up shirt and pants, or even just the same clothes and have 10 pairs of them, making a custom uniform to tailor your life is a great tip to keep you out of clothing trends that disappear as fast as they come, saving you money.